This tutorial is for section S23, Point Slope Form, Write an Equation, for Algebra 1. The questions are going to look like this. A line has a slope of -10 and passes through the point -2, -3. What is the equation in point slope form? For about the first half, they're going to give you boxes to fill in for those three values, so slope, x value, and y value. Once you get farther into your homework, it's not going to give you the boxes. It'll be an open-ended question, and you'll be responsible for writing the whole formula, so including the y, including the equal sign, including the x, and the parentheses. So let's start plugging in these numbers. So -10 is our slope, so we'll put it in front of the x. Our x value is -2. We'll place it here with the x, and our y value is -3. So we'll place it here with the y value. Now, when you're responsible for writing the entire equation, one thing that I like to do is two negatives make a positive, so I would have written this as y plus 3. But since you can't change what's already written, this is a minus, just like our original formula was, you have to make sure to keep this sign a -3. Make sense? So if it's a minus, then you won't change the sign. However, if it's one that asks you to write it on your own and you want to combine those two negatives into a positive, you could have written y plus 3 equals -10x plus 2. But since on your homework these negatives are already, or these minus signs are already there, then you won't change the sign when it's in this format. Alright, let's look at some more examples. Number 2. There is a line that includes the point 9,6 and has a slope of -1/8. So again, we're filling in three boxes with three values. So first, I'm going to find my slope, -1/8, and I'll plug it in here in front of my x. For the x and y values, I'll put the x value with x and the y value with y, and that's it. Remember, I didn't change the signs because those minuses were already there. Number 3. There is a line that includes the point 1, 4 and has a slope of 4. So my slope of 4 goes here, my x value 1 goes here, my y value 4 goes here with the y. Number 4. There is a line that includes the point -1, -6 and has a slope of -1/8. So my slope will go here, -1/8 in front of the x. My x value of -1 goes in this box. My y value of -6 goes here in this box. Number 5. A line with a slope of -6 passes through the point 4, 1. So -6 as my slope, x value of 4, y value of 1. Number 6. A line that includes the point 3, -3 has a slope of -1/6. So my slope, -1/6, will go there. My y value, my x value will go with my x. My y value will go with my y. Number 7. A line that includes the point 9, -4 has a slope of 8. So our slope of 8 goes in front of the x. Our x value of 9 goes with x. Our y value of -4 goes with -4. Number 8. A line has a slope of -1/10 and passes through the point 10, 5. So this is my first example of one where they didn't give you boxes. It's an open-ended question and you'll have to write out all of the components. So you can either make sure that you have point slope form written down in your notes, or if you're on a roll with this, hopefully you've memorized it at this point. So I know I'm going to start off with y minus, and then 5, I don't have to change any signs here because I have this minus, and then equals -1/10 was my slope, so I'll place that here, parentheses, x minus, and then I'd look back to my x value, and that's 10. Number 9. There is a line that includes the point -1, -4, and has a slope of 1/3. So this is the type of example I was warning you about at the beginning, that when you have two negatives, they make a positive. So y plus 4, I got that because the original equation is y minus your y value. And so y minus a negative 4 would be the same as saying y plus 4. So y plus 4 equals, I'll check to put in my slope, 1/3, and then in parentheses x, and it would be x minus my x value, which is -1, but again, two negatives make a positive, so subtracting a negative is just like adding it. So for simplicity's sake, I said x plus 1. Alright, number 10, I just wrote down that point for you and the slope. And so when we would do this one, y minus 4 equals 9x minus 4. And that's it.